Hello my friend, it's Elena. Today's video is about accents, particularly if you're coming to Canada as an immigrant or already living here. Will you have any issues adapting, adjusting, achieving your goals simply based on the fact you have an accent? As usual, before we get started, I'd like to mention that I'm not a language specialist or some kind of accent expert. This video states my own personal opinion as well as some observations I've made over my 15 years being here in Canada. If you are in fact concerned or worried about having an accent, I might assume that perhaps you're coming from a country where accents aren't very common. I, for example, come from a place like that. I'm from Russia. It's a huge country, but vast majority of people speak exactly the same way, no matter where you are. So if I talk to another Russian person, there's no way they can figure out which city I'm from or even which side of the country I'm from. We do have some small exceptions to the accent rule, but those are fairly negligible. It's quite fascinating, but there are many reasons why it happened. For example, we enforce very strict language rules and pronunciation during preschool and school years. Speech therapists are extremely popular. I, in fact, used to go to one. And overall language standard is extremely high. Nowadays, Russian media also makes its contribution. There are several national channels that spread the standard of pronunciation across the country. The situation in Canada is very different. Here we have two official languages, English and French, and both English and French-speaking countries overall have a lot of accents, not just between the countries, but within the country as well. Between cities, little villages, even within the same city, people can still have several accents. It seems that those languages evolved more naturally throughout their history, allowing for development of local phraseology and accents. I'm not sure specifically which method is better, to enforce certain pronunciation standards or to allow language to evolve naturally, but there are negatives and positives, I guess, in both ways. So we've established that there are many people in Canada speaking English or French, and they do have accents. But how many people actually consider English or French to be their first language? About 56% of all people in Canada consider English to be their first language, 21% French, and about 16% are bilingual, English and French. But they aren't all of the people though, right? I mean, we still have about 7.5 million of people from 37 million who speak a foreign language as their first and usually have a foreign accent, kind of like I do. Some popular foreign languages spoken in Canada are Mandarin, Punjabi, Spanish, Tagalog, Arabic, German, Italian, and so on. Canada is a multicultural country with extremely high immigration rates. When immigrants arrive, they often settle in big cities like Vancouver, Toronto, or Montreal, simply because of job availability. So in those kind of cities, foreign accents are common. It's a normal part of life, people are used to them, and it's no big deal. You hear accents on public transportation, at the stores, offices, schools, even at home. Some people can have more than one foreign accent. I'm sad to say now, but I personally really struggled with my own accent, especially during my first few years in Canada. I felt so shy, so insecure. I was all in my head. I thought, that people would judge me just based on the way I speak, that many opportunities will be closed for me. But it turned out just fine, actually. It's not true at all. My accent didn't prevent me from making friends, getting jobs, including those on the phone, establishing personal, intimate relationships. I don't think it's an obstacle whatsoever. And whenever I would share my concern with some Anglophone friends, they just couldn't understand it. They would ask me, why would you want to get rid of it? It makes you so unique. So keep it. Your success and adaptation within Canadian society will depend on many factors, such as your personal qualities, professional skills, your knowledge, your efforts, but accent is definitely not on the list. So come on over and don't worry about the little things. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.